Hi everybody, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We're an emerging nation. We've been putting in solid foundations for almost 4 years. And now we're building our economy to improve the liquidity and the value of our currency for the benefit of all our citizens. Anybody can become a citizen as long as you're of legal age. We accept anybody from anywhere in this beautiful world that's been created for us. And we don't pigeonhole people. We don't put you over there because you're a male, and over here because you're a female, and over there because you're fat, and over here because you're thin, or whatever else. We're non-separatists. We just see everyone equally the same as a human being, part of one big family of humanity, all linked together. And all of equal value, because everybody is unique. Every human being is unique, has something unique to offer our community, and therefore is of equal value to every other member of our community. We should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And I'll be heading over there to Facebook in the very near future, because here, where we are in the app, which allows us to stream to those 3 different channels, we don't see who is in Facebook. We don't see the names, and most of the comments we get are actually in Facebook. But we do have people in from YouTube. We've got Lewis in from Portugal. We've got Don in from Canada, Vancouver. And then we've got a couple of Facebook users who, once again, as I say, we don't know the names. So we're going to head over to Facebook right now. And when I get there, I'll be looking for We Share Abundance Publicly group. And with a bit of luck, we'll get the 28th of February. And with it being a leap year, of course, it isn't the last day of February. The last day is tomorrow. And I think I've got my speakers on. They're very low, but they are on. So I'm going to make sure that they get turned off so that we don't get any feedback. And we've got Verna in from South Africa and Bozina in from Scotland, Edinburgh, the capital of Scotland. So we have a couple of capitals represented, because we've got Bozina in from the capital of Scotland, and we've got Lewis in from the capital of Portugal. Right. We're going to get started with a short prayer. The prayer is to help us find true happiness in life, something that you can't buy. I'm talking about that lasting happiness that stops you searching for things. There are a lot of people that have a lot of money and they're still not happy. They still don't know what it is that's missing. But if you go after the missing part, everything else that you want and need in life will flow to you. You don't have to chase after that. So what's the missing part? It's very simple. It's being of loving service to others. And that will not only make them happy, it'll bring you great joy and everything that you want and need in life, as I said. So that's what our little prayer is about. And then we'll have a little short affirmation, which will help us maintain that non-separatist ideology we have. And we've got Tim Bates in. He's from the United States as well. Not sure where. I don't know. I've got a feeling he's been with us a long, long time, Tim Bates. It's one of our longest standing members, I think. And I've got a feeling he was from Idaho, but I'm not sure. Maybe he'll put in where he's from in the United States. Okay. Right. Let's get started then with that little prayer, and then we'll have that affirmation. And then, oh, Tim Bates, he says he's in Arizona. Quite a long way off from Idaho. Okay. Arizona, eh? I like Arizona. I like Scottsdale. It's nice. It's a modern place, but it's got that sort of traditional feel to it. Anyway, that's beside the point. Let's let's get started. Short prayer, little affirmation to help us maintain that non-separatist ideology, and then we'll let you know where we're up to. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love. And through that love, bless each member that they find the joy of service, and through service attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their lives. Amen. And the affirmation, we are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind and soul of thy world. Okay. Right, we've been working on the 777 plan today, and all the coding is done, but there are a couple of bugs, but they're minor bugs now. The big issue that we had is sorted out. There's still some things that need to be done, and I'm still not through with testing. It is a very it's wrong to call it a complicated situation. It's simple in a way, but there are so many different conditions which are essential that it takes a lot of time to test all the different permutations that are available and make sure that they all work in the way that they should. And it is important because it's very finely tuned to make sure that everybody makes a profit and that there are always enough free entries to keep the program moving. And so it is very time consuming, and it's not as if, I mean, we've got wonderful people that are prepared to help us with testing, but really, unfortunately, because I wrote the specifications for the program and did all the calculations and the maths and everything else, there isn't really anybody else that can test it, because nobody else knows it as well as I do. And once it's done, it's done. It doesn't matter then, because it's all finished, and it doesn't matter who knows about it or doesn't. And everybody will learn more about it as they go through it, and as they're participating in it. But right now, it really is down to me, and it is time consuming testing every aspect and finding little things, and I am finding little things that need correcting, but there are no major issues now. It is all done, and while I continue testing, I have to write a specification first for tomorrow for Devyani on what we need to transfer and how from the pre-launch page into the live site information. And when I've done that, we'll know how it's going to work. We may have to close it down for a day or something while we make the transfer. So we will, I don't know, I'll have to discuss it with Devyani tomorrow. But there are things that need to be done, and hopefully by the end of tomorrow we'll have everything tested, and any of these little bugs that I'm finding ironed out, and the program will be written for the transfer, and we'll see just how it's going to be done and how long it'll take and what the best way to do. It might only be closing it down for an hour or something. I don't know at this stage, but it is very, very, very close to going live, unless there is a major issue found, and I doubt that, because I've tested all the major things. I'm now testing little bits and pieces, you know, where there are different conditions that can change how things are calculated or displayed, and it's only those things that we're now working on. So the 777 plan, with a little bit of luck, can be up this week. If not, it will be very, very early next week. So it is really good news. That plan is so powerful that you're all going to love it. You are all going to love it. And of course, the great thing about it is that you bring somebody into that 777 plan, they're automatically going into the Powerline for the ShareHope plan, and that is also very, very close. And in that ShareHope Powerline, people are going to get encouraged to upgrade, because there's going to be those emails coming through consistently as anybody below them in the Powerline upgrades. And I don't think there has ever been, nothing that I have ever seen is as powerful as our 777 plan. The ShareHope plan is powerful, but it's designed a different way to do a different job. It's powerful, but it's not as powerful as that 777 plan. That 777 plan, for a one-time payment, will produce recurring income, ever growing recurring income. And it will feed people also into the ShareHope plan. And, you know, you've got those two working together. They're both, I mean, the ShareHope plan itself is not really unique in the same way. There are little things in it that other plans don't have, but essentially that ShareHope plan is very similar to a lot of other programs. I believe it's a little bit better because we've changed one or two things, the way things are done, but it's not as revolutionary as that 777 plan. But working together, they're both going to be so powerful. You'll be really, really glad that you've got in them both right at the beginning. And they're both going to be really easy to promote, and you'll be able to promote one and it will cross-reference to the other. Especially the 777 plan will automatically put people into the ShareHope plan, because they'll automatically be in that Powerline. So when they start getting these emails, that's when they'll start learning about the ShareHope plan in more detail. It's exciting times, because I've been trying to put together something like this for many, many years, well over 20 years. Where are we now? 24, yeah, getting on for 30 years now, since I got disillusioned with the number of people failing in multi-level marketing. Since then I've wanted to do something, and I probably got disillusioned with it around about what, early 90s. I'd done all right out of it, and a lot of people did all right out of it, but the majority of people didn't. And so I've tried lots of things. I started my own companies. We've done mailing outs for people. We've done all sorts of different things, but I've never come across anything that I've been able to design or that I've ever seen anywhere else that is as powerful as that 777 plan. Okay, and fingers crossed we'll have it up and live this week. It would be lovely because, I mean, if we could get it launched on the 1st of March, it would be a sort of good date, wouldn't it, to launch on the 1st of a month. But if we can't, we can't, and we'll get it launched quickly afterwards. Okay, so that's where we are really with those two programs. Once the 777 is launched, and then we'll get onto that ShareHope. Once we get that launched, it'll free up a bit of time. I've not had any response, unfortunately, from any of the dealerships that I contacted. I think that really what it needs is a trip into Barnstaple to actually get into these places and talk one-on-one with them and see if we can get through to a director or something like that. Because so far, no response. We need to get that sorted, but there is time. They're not going to provide the vehicle until the 1st of May. So we've got March and April. And I've no doubt that we will get it sorted out and get a good deal arranged by that time. What else have we got? I think from the point of view of We Share Abundance, that pretty much covers everything. Once I get freed up from these two plans, I mean, there are other things that will be along. There's the Fun Miracles, but I don't think it will require as much input from me for the Fun Miracles site. I do need to also work on how we're going to do the Visa token thing. And I also need to allocate time for the turnkey cash cow people to make sure that they are getting into profit quickly. So I've got a full plate anyway, but I also do need to get that car dealership deal sorted out so that we can get the money from those cars as and when they become available. We don't know when they're going to become available, but we do know that one is going to be available on the 1st of May, and it would be nice to get the cash on or about the 1st of May that we can then use for the benefit, particularly of our members who are major creditors in our organization that have helped us in times where perhaps we wouldn't have been here without their help, and so we have to look after those people. So that pretty much covers that. I've got a bit of news about a couple of other things, but let me just have a look here. We've got some more people in. Where were we up to? We were up to Tim telling me he was from Arizona, I think. We've got Norman in from Doncaster in England. We have Richard from Devon in England. We've got Akpomade in from Nigeria. We've got Deborah in from Southern Alabama, USA. We've got Derek in from Nigeria. We've got Larry in. Any input on fun games? I've just mentioned those. It will be a priority once we've got the 777 and the ShareHope plan launched. Larry, I know it's been a long time. There have been hold-ups, but everything works for the best, and I'm pretty sure now that once we get started on that Fun Miracle site, it'll run smoothly, because we've pretty much we know what all the obstacles are and how we can overcome them. So we will be getting that going. Derek, question please. Is KYC verification mandatory for participating in the 777 plan? No. Now, I'm not quite sure at this moment in time. This is another thing that's on the to-do list for Deviani, but we've not taken her off things until we get these two plans operational. There will be no requirement for anybody to participate in anything. The only need for being an active member is to earn more money and to withdraw. You won't be able to withdraw unless you've done your KYC. But no, and definitely at the moment there is no requirement for KYC in the 777 plan, but I think there may be in other areas. But and you can't withdraw. Definitely you can. Carl Lucas, I came across the 777 plan banner earlier and wondered if these are available to the members. I've not produced any banners. Oh, I produced one that we did make available, and it was sent out to your messenger, which was the one about the, would you pay $5 to get $4 every week or something like that. I can't remember the exact details of that, but that was sent out. That was messaged to everybody's inbox, and some people have been using it. I used it on Facebook and I got probably 20 or 30 signups from it. But so far we haven't got onto the marketing materials for 777. It's all down to you guys. I know some people have done their own splash pages, and there may be some people that have made their own banners. That's fine. But we will be providing them. I do have a nice text, which I think I've been working. Have I got it here handy? Yeah, the subject is, I can't believe I said yes. Back in 2015, I swore I would never get involved in the network marketing again. I had experienced some success with a significant team, but there was a problem. Most people weren't winning, especially those without large following. Initially, when this opportunity was presented to me, I rejected it outright, recalling my past experiences in the industry. However, out of respect for a good friend, I decided to take a closer look. To my surprise, my research revealed a different story this time. I witnessed ordinary people winning and building teams like I had never seen before. It was a game changer. If you're sitting on the fence, I urge you to reconsider. Take a closer look at what this opportunity truly offers. Sometimes the right decision challenges our preconceived notions. Don't miss out on something great just because of past experiences. Give it a chance and discover the potential waiting for you. Now that is a swipe I've been working on for people that want to do solo ads and things like that. Because there are an awful lot of people out there that are disillusioned with multi-level marketing, network marketing. But especially once we start getting some testimonials in from the people on pre-launch, because there are people on pre-launch who are going to make money on day one. Boom. If we get testimonials from you people and we can add those into the website, people come and check it out. They want to see people getting paid, people saying, I've never made money as easily as this before. I've never made money ever before. This is so wonderful. Whatever you want to say about it, as long as it's positive. And then an email swipe like that, as long as we can get people to just check out the site and they see the social proof, people are actually getting paid, and then they look at it and they say, well, I can get in this for what, $5 or $15, $35, $75. I mean, it's peanuts really in today's world. I know a lot of our members are in third world countries and it's not peanuts to them. And I got to be honest with you, not peanuts to me either. But for a lot of people in Europe and North America in particular, they see these opportunities, and there's lots of them out there with $400, $500, $600 to get involved in. I mean, you can get involved in ours for $5. Yeah, you can pay $635, but it's a one time. There's no auto ship, there's no hassle, there's no problem with it. You can be passive if you want. It'll take a little bit longer for you to start seeing the income, and it'll take a little bit longer for that income to be as big as it would be if you were getting out there and doing a little bit of work. And that's only fair. I think everybody would agree with that. But it's there. It'll work for everybody. Nobody will fail. And so there will be things like that coming along. But at the moment, no, I've not even placed with anybody to get banners done. I've not done any of the promotional stuff at this moment in time. We're still working on getting it to work, okay? And that is the most important thing. The most important thing is you want to know when you refer somebody that they go in the right place and you get paid, okay? And once that is 100%, then we can look at helping you build your business in lots of different ways. Jeff Heyman has what I believe is very, very good training. I don't know how much of it's available to people that aren't in the Live Good plan, but I'll have to see if I can get in touch with him and see what he can do for us. Obviously, he wants something out of it. He doesn't charge for it, but he does provide it for his teams, which he gets paid through building the team. So we'll have to see. But if not, then there is a lot of other good training out there. A lot of different opportunities to learn about different ways of doing things, and we will be making them available for you. Okay. So that was Carl from New Zealand, of course, asking that. Larry says, no problem. I only wish I could have paid you in Visa tokens. So do I. I've got more than anybody probably. I've bought over 1 million of them. They're worth nothing at the moment, are they? But they will be. They will be. And we got Charlie in from Ethiopia. Hi there, Charlie. I know Charlie is somebody that's struggling for cash. Ethiopia is a country, like a lot of countries, that are struggling in different ways, and times are hard. But the 777 plan is going to make it easier for everybody, no matter where they live. And that is what will be really, really gratifying for all our members, because it'll be there to help everybody. And if you think about it, there are very few plans that are worthwhile to pay people in for. Beyond Infinity is one where you can build a very good income from paying it forward for people. But most plans, you pay it forward for people, they don't do anything and you don't get any benefit from it. But you look at our plan, you pay somebody in at $5, you know, you can offer to pay them in at $5. Now, whether they do anything or not, you're going to get $4 for that person, you know, straight away, really. So it's only going to cost you $1 to pay somebody in at $5. And then in roughly a week's time, you're going to get a pass up from that person, even if they've done nothing, because there'll be a free entry there, which will come up to you, and you're going to get another $4. So you pay somebody in at $5, you get $4 back immediately, and you get another $4 in about a week. You're in profit, aren't you, within a couple of weeks? So it does make paying it forward for people a very, very viable exercise. And I've no doubt that there'll be people with the good imagination of how to set that up on a splash page. And you will start to see those where people will say, I'll piff you in, you know, just join. And don't forget they're in that Powerline as well. They going to get all those emails saying, you know, you're going to lose commissions if you don't upgrade. And they're going to look at it and say, well, it's only $250 a week and it's going to build me a $6,000 income minimum. It's all going to work together for your benefit. Now, I personally wouldn't piff anybody in, because my attitude is, if they aren't prepared to put in $5, I don't really want the hassle of them complaining to me about how long it takes and all the rest of it. And you know, those people tend to be the ones that are a pain in the butt. I'm not saying they all will be, but they tend to be, you know, the people that you give something to, and they're the ones that complain. The ones that come along and say, oh, this looks good, you know, and they put in $100, $300, $500, $600, whatever it may be, and they sit and wait patiently, or they get stuck in. You don't get the hassle from them, but you get the hassle from those people that you've paid in and they do nothing and they're a pain. But you will make a profit on them. So it's up to you. But it's not one of my favorite methods of operation. So it's not something that I'll be doing. It's not something that I recommend, but it would be profitable for you. Okay. Let's have a look. Who else have we got? Yeah, we've got Chelly here. Let's have a look in the app, and then I've got a couple of other things I want to mention. But let's go here. We had Lewis and Don, Portugal and Canada represented there. And no questions from anybody there. Okay, one of the other things I wanted to mention then, let's get back to Facebook so I can see that things are working, is Dave Wood released his compensation plan video. And he's putting it out as something really special. I've had a quick look at it. I've not had time to study it in great detail, but I don't see anything in it that is very very original. The one or two things that he's done quite well, but he talks about the power line, you know, and how people can jump up above other people like it's something he's invented. I mean, that is how all power lines work. As soon as you're in, and anybody that doesn't join, that they, you know, it doesn't matter whether you joined yesterday, you'll be above all those other people that haven't taken any action. It was always muted that you don't have to buy the product to make money. And that is true, but I always expected it to be true in the way that it has proved to be true. And that is, if you don't buy it, you've got to sell one. Okay. And you can't sell one to, it doesn't qualify if you introduce somebody as an affiliate that buys a product, which is a little bit of a niggle for me, because why? I mean, you've still made the sale, so you should get qualified for it, but it doesn't qualify you. You have to make a retail sale. You have to make a sale to somebody that doesn't want to be an affiliate and doesn't join up and doesn't sign up as an affiliate. So you've got to make a $15,000 sale to somebody that wants the product purely for the product's sake, rather than somebody that wants the product and wants to make money selling the product. The alternative is to buy it yourself, but it's out of the reach of certainly a lot of our members. It's out of my reach for a start. It's a $15,000 minimum, because you need that just for the software. And then there is an additional minimum of 5,000 you would need for trading. Now, I believe that they are prepared to finance that 20 grand. But even financing it, they're not going to finance it over 20 years, you know, so that it's, you know, $10 a month or something like that. So you're still going to have to put your hand in your pocket on a regular basis for quite a bit of time. And with only $5,000 to trade with, you're not going to be able to pull anything out of your account. It's going to take you a year to break even, compounding the income on your 5,000. So I'm not too impressed with his plan, as you may have guessed, but of course it's your decision. But it's not something that I'll be taking up. I will not be promoting it beyond what we have already. And it's up to you guys. I know that there will be a lot of people that will make very good money from it, but it isn't something that I really like the way it's set up. So it's not for me. And I think there will be more people making more money from our 777 plan than from the Quantum Club. Okay, right. There was another point, I think. Oh, numbers. We have a net increase of 6 in our registered members to 41,934, an increase of 9 in our active members to 3,748. I think that is down on where we were at the end of last month. Where's the 31st or the yeah, we had nearly 4,500 at the end of January, 4,445. But we took a big hit when we knocked people out that were not KYC qualified. We lost about 1,000 people there. So we will be gradually building up, and we will in time get back to where we were a couple of years ago, with 40,000 and more active members, and we will go beyond that. And once we get up to that 40,000 active members, then you will start to see the value of your tokens increasing every month as well. So it is a target for us. How long will it take us to get to 40,000? I don't know. It's down to you guys, really. Bringing people in to the 777 plan. I don't know how many. I don't even know how many we've got in pre-launch. I know in my personal, when I say my personal, the admin account, I think there are 52, I think, people. There might maybe a bit more in the pre-launch there. But I'm sure that there will be other people that have got teams, and that of course doesn't show because it's not relevant to most. But as admin, we will need to see those informations in the future, and that will be built into the back office for admin. But we're going to move everybody in. Once we move everybody in, once we get that sorted, then we will have those figures. Right, we've got Peter in. If we have members who are in the 777 plan and are not KYC approved, will they get deleted? No, they just won't be able to withdraw until they do get KYC approved. They'll still be making money, but until they go through the KYC, they won't be able to withdraw it. Okay, let me check in the app again. Yeah. Okay, there we go. No more questions. So that's it from me. I'll be here same time, same place tomorrow. I'll be able to give you more information because we will have that information on the transfer from the pre-launch into the live launched site. We'll know exactly what's happening with that, how long it'll take and how we're going to do it. We'll also know if there are any more bugs. If there are no more bugs, you know, we're good to go. But it will take me all day tomorrow, probably, still testing the 777 plan. But it is looking good. I'm hoping we can get it launched for the first. I can't guarantee it. Okay, let's all pray for success. I'll be here same time, same place tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time, on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. Until then, get out there. We want to see those active member counts going up and up and up and up, because it'll mean that you're making a lot more money. Everybody's making a lot more money. There's money going into the treasury, and the value of the tokens will be going up, and the liquidity of the tokens will be going up. You know, if you've got, let's suppose you've got $10,000 worth of tokens now, which a lot of you got that, and many of you got a lot more. But let's suppose you've just got $10,000 worth of tokens in your ShareHope wallet. Once they start going up every month, I mean, we did like 300% increase in value when we started back in 2020 or whatever it was, in the first 4 or 5 months, because we had an increase in the member base. That's what drives it. Once we get up there and we get that increase going in the member base again, there's no reason why we can't do better than Live Good. Live Good put 1 million people in roughly in 12 months. No reason why we can't do the same. But we don't need anything like that. You know, if we go from where we are now to 40,000, and then we go up to 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, it'll be going up every month, the value of your currency. And like I say, there was a 300% increase in about 4 or 5 months when we first launched. There's no reason why we can't do that again. So that 10,000 would then become No, it was more. It was a 3,000% increase. 3,000% increase. Went from $1 up to $300. I think that's 3,000. You work it all out anyway, but it's 300 times what you've got. So you've got your 10,000 now. You multiply that by 300. 300 times 10,000. Put it in your calculator. Okay. Do it for yourself. You'll see the power of that, and that will happen. And you will have that money in there, and you will be able to withdraw at least $10,000 a month of that out of that wallet, and it'll keep growing. And when I talk about at least, because once we've got people drawing 10,000, we'll be able to look at things and possibly push it up higher and higher and higher. Okay, that's it from me. As I said, I'll be here tomorrow, 7 p.m, YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. Until then, God bless you all. I love you all. And I'll see you later, alligator. In a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator. Come on.